The story begins with a big aircraft which was passing over the sea. There was a storm outside and the wind was blowing fast. Everything was looking very scary. A girl was sitting inside the plane with a machine gun in her hand. Suddenly, the storm got so fast that the plane's balance was disturbed. The plane lost its control, and after a few moments it crashed into the sea. Many years after this incident, we are shown the edge of a beautiful island where some people were scuba diving. Here we are shown Jerry, who is a scuba instructor. When he came out of the water, his boss started scolding him that why did it take him so long. Jerry got angry and pushed his boss straight into the water. Then, in the other part of the city, we are shown Jerry's girlfriend, Sam. When Sam's work was done, she went to Jerry. Jerry was taking out water from his boat at that time. He was running out of money. Sam told him that no matter how poor you are, no matter how much you roam on this broken scooter, but I like living with you. At that time, Jerry told Sam one more thing, that he is going to find a hidden treasure in the sea. After the last storm, a driver found an antique item of gold in the water which he sold and became very rich. Jerry was also in the same hope. Then Jerry got hurt while taking out the water. Sam came to him, smiling, and took care of him. At the same time, a big yacht passed by him. A man shouted from that yacht, "Jerry?" Sam looked at that yacht and asked who he was. Jerry told him that he was George. George shouted and told him that he was also going deep into the water to find the treasure. Then George asked Jerry that, "Would you like to work with me?" Jerry said yes after thinking a little, but he kept some conditions. He said that a proper contract will be made, a 50-50 deal will be made, which he got half yours and half mine. George did not like these conditions and he took his yacht and left from there. After this, Jerry and Sam were going in the car, and Jerry told Sam that he would not work under anyone again. He had worked for George before, but George kept getting rich and Jerry stayed there. The next day, Derek and his girlfriend Amanda also came to this island. Derek and Jerry were childhood friends. They were very excited to see each other. After this, they all went out to have fun. Derek showed everyone his beachside house and told that he had released a criminal client from jail. And in return, the client has given him a house for a few days. He also got a private boat with this house. As soon as he heard this, Jerry's eyes shone. This boat was perfect for him. Then those four people, Jerry, Sam, Derek, and Amanda, took the boat and left for the sea. Everyone wore scuba gear and jumped into the water. Everyone was having fun and playing. Then Jerry's watch fell off his hand and started falling down. He asked Sam for a mask and flippers and said that he would go down and get his watch. While going down, Jerry's hand hit a black heavy stone. He picked up the stone and brought it up, showing everyone on the boat. He said that this is not a normal stone. In the olden days, such stones were used as markers. He said that everyone goes back down. Maybe they will get something else. After this, everyone got into the water. They found some old things below. Everyone brought them one by one on the boat. Then Jerry got an old dagger. It was made of gold and had diamonds on the handle. Jerry knew that the price of this dagger would be very high. Now everyone's interest increased. Then Jerry saw a crashed airplane under the water. It was the same plane that crashed in the beginning of the story. All four went to that plane. When Amanda looked inside, she saw a dead body. Her face was completely ruined by the water and time. She got scared and came up immediately. Now the remaining three went inside the plane. There they found red packets. Derek tore a packet and there was powder in it. But it was not a normal powder. It was cocaine. The whole plane was filled with cocaine. Derek picked up a packet and came back on the boat. After a while, Sam saw that packet and started throwing it into the sea. Derek stopped him, but Jerry came back by then. Without saying anything, he took out a gold dagger, cut the packet, and threw all the cocaine into the sea. At night, Derek asked Jerry if he really believed that there could be a treasure there. Sam said that big storms often shake the seabed. Hidden things come out. Jerry said that a big storm had come here a few days ago. Maybe he also took out many precious things. Sam also said that if someone finds a treasure or precious things, then he has to file a legal claim for it. Now Sam said that it would not be easy to go back to that place. Some goods will be needed and a strong ship as well. But then Derek remembered that he knows a man named Basil who can give him money. Everyone agreed that they would tell someone when the time came. After this, they all went to a marine supply shop to buy boat and other goods. The shopkeeper showed them their valuables and said that it would cost $30,000. Everyone was in a bad mood as soon as they heard this. Derek said that he lost everything in the last mission and now he is completely broke. The next day, they somehow collected some money and took some things and went back to the crash site. Jerry and Derek were going under the water to remove the buoy. That's when Amanda quietly went inside the plane. The situation got a little difficult when her oxygen pipe broke. When Jerry went upstairs and asked Derek about Amanda, Derek replied that, "I thought she was with you." Jerry immediately became alert. He took a new oxygen cylinder and went inside the same plane. He saw Amanda in the corner of the plane, where there was no water. It was difficult for him to breathe in that small place. Jerry asked angrily, "What are you doing here?" Amanda said, "I came to find you." But Jerry understood her lie. Without saying anything, he took her out and brought her back on the boat. Everyone stopped the mission there and returned to the island. Now, whatever they had taken out of the sea, they cleaned it one by one with chemical treatment. When the first artifact came out of the chemical, everyone's eyes were on it. It was a strange old gun. There was something written on it. Amanda went closer and said that this word seems to be of the Roman language. Derek was surprised and asked if it could be part of a Roman ship. Derek started thinking about the meaning of the word written on it, and he said that it is a word related to looters or sea looters. That's when the team got another thing, an old silver bell with a map on it. The biggest thing was that the map was of the same place where those people were standing. Now this puzzle was getting more and more interesting. Sam read a paragraph from an old book. It mentioned silver 4,920 and a dangerous sea bandit whose name was Delmas Thomas. Sam said that he was a slave before, but slowly he became the most dangerous looter of the sea. Hearing this, Derek got very excited because he felt that he had found a clue to the treasure of the same sea looter. But according to Jerry, this was not just a story of a sea looter. This story was also related to a French merchant. Jerry said that Ashwag was very rich, and when there was a fight in France, he tried to run away with all his money in a ship. But our sea looter, Delmas Thomas, attacked his ship. Hearing this, everyone's faces shone. Derek asked that if we get that treasure, how much will it cost today? Jerry said that you can't even think of that much. If we get it, our lives will change. The next morning, everyone was planning to go back into the sea, but this time Jerry made an excuse to Amanda and stopped her from diving. Then the team began scanning the sea with metal detectors. Then the machine beeped a little. Maybe they found the real way to the treasure. Underwater, everyone was removing the soil from that place. At the same time, Amanda was alone on the boat. She was noting the exact location on the map with every detail. At the same time, Jerry and Derek found a big cannon. Looks like this is the part of the ship they were looking for. That cannon was so heavy that it was planned to be pulled up by tying a rope. Then Amanda saw that a Coast Guard police boat was moving towards them. Sam was also feeling the danger below. Everyone's faces were filled with tension. If the police saw them illegally removing anything, everything would be taken away. Now Jerry, Derek, and Sam were hiding below waiting for the police to leave. But then another big problem came. Jerry's watch started beeping. It meant that his oxygen cylinder was about to run out. Now they had no option, they had to drop the cannon. As soon as they took out the air from the airbags, Derek's hand suddenly got stuck under that cannon, and he started falling into the depth with him. That cannon fell hard on the seabed, and Derek's hand got stuck under it. The Coast Guard came up to search for their boat. Amanda sat quietly so that no one would doubt. Then Sam and Jerry joined forces and managed to get Derek's hand out of the bottom of the cannon. Now the oxygen was over. They came up quickly and somehow survived. Everyone was tired, but at least they were alive. When the police didn't find anything on the boat, they went back. That night, all four of them went to a nightclub. Amanda was dancing in full energy. Then Jerry's old friend came and told him that some people were asking about you, and they don't seem to be from this island. Meanwhile, Derek had a fight with a local goon. Jerry pulled him out and said that there is no problem now. We have come to find the treasure. The next morning, the team put on diving gear again and went down to the sea. But this time they saw that an unknown boat was standing next to their boat. Jerry and Derek immediately followed them. There was a fierce fight between them. Derek and Jerry somehow started hitting them both. Finally, the two attackers ran away from there. But while running away, one of the attackers' cap fell off. Jerry picked it up and as soon as he read the name written on it, his face changed. He took the cap and went to George and said that, "This name is from your old company. Now you're sending goons behind me." On which George started laughing and said that, "A lot of people came to my company and left. I can't remember everyone. Have I taken everyone's contract?" A little more talk happened, and then finally he looked into Jerry's eyes and said, "I have money, I have time. What do you have?" "Just a dream." And he left, saying this. In the evening, the team started planning again. Jerry said in a little tension that, "We don't even have the right tools. How will we find the treasure?" Then Derek gave the idea that we can sell the cocaine packets on the plane and buy the equipment. Otherwise, George's people will take everything and we will just watch. Because we have neither money nor power. But even after hearing all this, Jerry did not agree to this plan. But that night, Derek secretly went to Amanda's room and told her everything. Then they both went to the site. Derek jumped into the water again and took out cocaine packets from the plane. The next morning, Derek went straight to the owner of the same nightclub, Prim, the same dangerous gangster who had a fight with him before. After a while calling Jerry, Derek called him. When Jerry reached the boat, Derek, Amanda, and Prim were already there with their people. Prim said in anger that, "You are stealing my stuff and bringing me to sell. I am the boss of this island." She threw a bag in front of Derek. It had the same cocaine packets that were taken out of the plane. Jerry saw the bag and understood where Derek got this cocaine. Now it was not just about the treasure. Prim said that, "I want these packets. It doesn't matter where you got it from. If you don't get it back, it will be bad." Jerry tried to explain. He said he just got all this. But Prim was not ready to listen to anything. She took out the gun and pointed it directly at Jerry's face. As soon as the gun came out, this whole game had become a question of life and death. But Jerry, taking care of himself, said that, "We don't have anything. Where should I get it from? We have taken it out of the sea. We will need some tools to remove all the packets. It will take a big boat." Now, to complete this task, Prim gave him the money for whatever he needed. Before leaving, Prim threatened, "If I don't get my stuff back, I will kill the person who loves you the most." His men left all three on the island. Jerry's anger broke out when he came back. Sam found out that Jerry was stuck in a drug deal. He said directly that, "I am not with you." On the other hand, with the money given by Prim, he bought a high-tech boat and the most advanced equipment. Now Jerry sent fast waves to the seabed with the help of some gadgets in this boat slowly. The soil began to move and the real treasure began to be seen. Now the real search for the treasure had begun. Jerry, Derek, and Amanda made a team and started looking for that treasure. They found an old bell in which it was written SS Aura. It was the same ship that those people were following. Now they could legally file a claim on this treasure, but this treasure was not just gold and silver. Jerry made a plan to dispose the cocaine packets taken from the plane. He tied the packets with a rope and hung them in the depths of the sea. Everything was going well, but then a deadly moment came. Jerry, standing on the boat, heard a strange voice from below. Without wasting time, he jumped into the water. He went down and saw that a shark had attacked Amanda. Jerry brought him to the boat, but it was too late. Amanda had stopped breathing. When he was taken to the hospital, the doctor confirmed that Amanda was dead. Derek was completely broken. That's when Sam came to meet Jerry. But at the same time, Prim called Jerry on the phone. Prim asked him if he had brought the packets. Jerry answered angrily that there was an accident there and one of his friends died in the meantime. Prim immediately got out of his car and started heading towards Jerry. But Jerry started the car and ran away. Prim and his men kept following him, and Jerry stopped the car a little far and asked Derek to take Sam home. After this, Jerry met Prim's man, Finn. This time, Jerry had a plan. He took Finn to a secret place and showed him the SS Aura ships, bell, and a gold dagger. Finn knew that all this was 10 times more expensive than cocaine. Jerry was ready to give him all this, but on the condition that from now on, Finn would be his man. Finn agreed, after which Jerry and Finn reached Prim's boat, but everything went wrong. Some people were found dead under the boat. That's when George came out of the bathroom and his hands were red with blood. He said that Prim was trying to cheat me, so he and his men had to kill him. When George tried to kill Jerry, Jerry cleverly jumped into the sea. George immediately ordered his men that, "I want a man dead or alive," but Jerry had already made a plan. He hid in the lower part of the boat, and as soon as he got the right opportunity, he went straight to Derek. He asked, "Where is Sam?" Derek said, "I left him with the police. As you said, I don't know after that." That evening, a call came on Jerry's phone. George was on the call. George said some things to Jerry that revealed the whole truth, actually. That police officer was also involved with George. He took Sam straight and handed him over to George. George threatened Jerry that he needs the location of the plane where the drugs are, otherwise Sam will die. Jerry didn't have much time. He directly told George that if you want cocaine, meet me at the location I told you. George had no other option. He knew that Jerry can take him there. But then the police officer said that my work is done. You go now. I will finish Sam and put his dead body in its place. Hearing this, George suddenly shot the police officer. On the other hand, Jerry left alone at the place where he had called George. He had only one question in his heart. Is Sam still alive? When Jerry reached that place, he lost his mind. Sam was tied to the ground. The police officer's dead body was lying next to him. George threatened Jerry again. If you want Sam alive, take me to the plane. Jerry said, let's make a deal. You leave Sam, I will give you the treasure of the whole ship, for which George agreed happily. Both went to the site in a boat. As soon as they reached there, Jerry jumped into the water without wasting time. George also picked up his waterproof gun and followed him with his men. Under the water, George got the same old bell. Now he was completely convinced that this is the place of the treasure. On top of that, Sam was still tied, but he dragged the police officer's dead body and cut the officer's hand with a knife and freed himself. Now he had only one way to escape from there. George's only one man was standing as a guard on the boat. His attention was lost by a motorboat coming from nearby. He followed him into the water and left as soon as he got a chance. Then another man from George came to find Jerry in the plane. Jerry and Derek both started running, but that man fired an arrow which hit directly on Derek's stomach. There was a rope tied in the arrow, with the help of which he started pulling it. Jerry immediately fired another arrow and fired it directly on the man's face. As soon as the blood came out, the sharks in the sea hit that man. His story ended there. Now George tried to shoot Jerry, but Jerry hit him in the head. He turned an oxygen cylinder upside down. As soon as George fired the arrow, Jerry opened the cylinder's valve with something. The cylinder quickly went towards George like a missile. The cylinder collided directly with the plane's fuel tank, and there was a big explosion. The whole plane turned into a ball of fire. After 6 weeks, the sea was completely calm, but the story was not over yet. Jerry, Derek, Sam, and Danny set out on a new mission. They went back to the same place where the SS Orabelle was. This time they started pulling the cannon up. But suddenly the rope broke and the cannon fell back into the depths of the sea. As it fell, the cannon hit a broken ship. This collision broke the old part of the ship, and a glow came out of it. Golden glow. And there was happiness in the eyes of Sam, Jerry, and his entire team. Their hearts beat faster with excitement. Finally, they found the treasure.